Okay, YouTube, what's up? Listen, last night, and I texted a few people to let them know what was going on, just in case SHTF that, they knew I would be ready. So, last night, I was in there listening to some music, enjoying my night, and I don't know what made me look outside, but there was an ambulance sitting down at the bottom of my street. And I will put pictures and a video at the end of this video so that way you guys can see it. You couldn't really see much because it was dark. It didn't happen till like 9:30 at night, so it was dark, but you can kind of see it a little bit. So I'm like, why is there an ambulance sitting at the bottom of my street? So like 5 minutes later, I happened to be looking out my window and I seen a police car, which at the street over there across from me, there's like a wooded area right here, and then there's a street on the other side, but you can see it. There was police that flew down there. One police car. And I'm like, okay, maybe, whatever, they're going to a call, but there was no sirens, it was just the lights. And then like 2 seconds later, two more come flying down. And they stopped right at the corner, down at the bottom of the hill across the street over there, across this area. They stopped at the end of the street. And I'm like, what the hell are they doing? I'm like, I thought maybe there was an accident because there was one there before, a lady flipped. So I'm like, okay, maybe, another accident or, something. And I'm like, what is going on? So I called my neighbor and she wasn't answering. And like I said, it was a little bit later at night. So I was just like, okay, maybe people are sleeping, but I was concerned of what was going on. So finally I got a hold of her and she was like, oh my God, wow. She's like, I didn't even notice the ambulance and sitting out there. So after a little bit of time, we found out that there was a man that barricaded himself inside this house. Well, before I found out, I seen a big SWAT truck coming down that street. I'm like, okay, now there's like really, really something going on. Usually, SWAT, it's somebody that's barricaded themselves in the house or whatever. And that's whenever I found out. But they congregated, there's a little park up the street here. They congregated in there to go, like, figure out, I guess, what their plan was, what they were going to do. And then they all left the park and went down by the, where it was happening. Well, there was a SWAT truck that went down there, but then there was another one that was parked up here across the street. I was like, okay, like, this is crazy. So, little bit of time went past, and I seen this boy walking up my street. And he got to right where my house is, and then he started running real fast. And it was a Cadillac Escalade that was coming down the street. Well, I don't know if it was undercover or what it was, but he'd go into the end of the street, turn around, and he flew back up the street. I'm like, okay, was he chasing after him? So then we seen in the back of the alley, my daughter noticed that there was two kids running up the alley. So right away, here's me, like I called my neighbor and stuff like that because, she just came home from the hospital. So I was, keeping an eye on her, making sure everything was okay. And then my neighbor on the other side of me. So we were like kind of, keeping each other in the loop of what was going on. But I was just like, whoa, like, I'm glad I'm ready. I'm like, this really makes somebody want to really own a firearm legally because, like, you never know what can go on. So yeah, guys, this was just an epic night. Like, it was just crazy. Like, it happened literally, if you go down my street and make a left, right there. Like, literally, I can walk there in like a minute. Not even that. Like, it's crazy that it happens so close. And I just made a video the other day for DG 47 Arms that, you're not safe anywhere anymore. You can live in the nicest neighborhood and you can still have things happen. They just undercover, they don't put it out there like that. But it did make the news. So yeah, I hope you guys liked the video. Give this video a big thumbs up. Comment below. Let me know what you guys think of the video. And subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell for notifications. Shout out to all my subscribers. I love you guys. And I will see you guys in the next video. fuck?